Right, hi everyone, I'm Alex. This is Enzo. He's a 1995 Fiat Cinquecento Sporting with a little bit extra. About 3 years into ownership, I came across a yellow turbo Cinque on eBay, which was set up by Aaken, and it was basically knackered and going for only 700 quid, so I snapped that up. What I did was took the engine out of that car and whacked it in this one after a rebuild. So the engine in here is standard 1.1 with low compression pistons, got a slightly thicker head gasket to lower the compression ratio to allow for the boost that the turbo gives. Boost is supposed to be set at about 0.5, but I've upped it a little bit because I'm a lunatic and I like blowing up engines. So it spikes to about a bar and rests at about 0.8, 0.7, which is pretty quick for this car, pretty scary too in some cases. I took the standard fuel pump out, I've got a Ford RS200 fuel pump, intercooler, which actually came with the kit, but that's very important, oil cooler, which you can't see but it's tucked away behind the bumper here, fuel pressure regulator, keep the pressure constant for the fuel delivery so that you don't run lean and melt the pistons. So we've got the low compression engine, onto that is bolted the standard manifold from Fiat. However, what they've done is just chopped the end off, stuck a plate on it, so you can actually bolt the turbo to the manifold, not just stuck up in the engine bay somewhere, it's actually down here. Makes it awkward to get to when you need to fix stuff, but that's a compromise. So connected to the turbo, the exhaust system. A friend of mine was selling his exhaust, so I had that off him. It's basically 2-inch bore all the way from the turbo right to the back of the car, so it's nice and free flowing. Induction, got a carbon dynamic airbox, that's meant to keep things cool. Now because it's situated here, it'll be hot in the engine bay. Combated this with a special bonnet, I'll just show you. Basically, Subaru style vent stuck on the bonnet. Basically the theory is, air goes straight through the bonnet into the induction cone here, so you get nice cool air straight down into the turbo. Bleed valve here can be used to adjust the boost, so yeah, I tried to tone it down every now and again, but it always ends up creeping back up because that's just how I am. And then finally, of course, there's the dump valve, which makes that tishing sound that people love. But I just get funny looks because of that. But it's brilliant, really. That's about it for the engine. Wheels. These are just 13-inch wheels, same size as standard sporting wheels, 5x5 13s. These are Compomotives. Go to www.comp.co.uk for all your Compomotive needs. Basically, yeah, Compomotive TH wheel, as used in the Fiat Racing Challenge, fitted to the Unos and Puntos in that. Direct fit to the Cinque, and it sits on Yokohama 175 50 13 rubber, which I found to be brilliant. Right, we're just heading out onto the main road. Look, oh, there's a Mercedes coming. Didn't see that. Never mind. As you can hear, it's pretty pokey. It's running about 0.8 bar boost, which is stupid. I should really turn it down to about 0.6. The car runs nicely. I've got lowered suspension as well, Apex kit, so I'm going to drop the car about 40mm, keeps the car nice and low so it hugs the corners hugs corners well. Fifth gear, good pickup, you can keep it in fifth when you're on the motorway, just put your foot down and it'll pick up and go, which is fantastic. You don't have to change gear, drop gear, rev the nuts off the car, it'll just actually pick up and go. Uprated brakes as well for superior stopping power. I could probably do with some better brakes. The discs are wearing out, but at the moment the car's running pretty nicely. It stops nicely, which is always good. Now I've got a Stilo 1.4 16 valve clutch fitted to the car, which ensures good power delivery whenever I put my foot down, minimal clutch slip, which is fantastic. We're going to turn right and we're going to do some country roads, which is where I think this car comes into its own. stays around about 77 degrees, 77, 78 degrees. degrees. It's good. Normal, a standard Cinquecento Sporting would run at about 90 degrees. They run pretty hot. They're hot little cars. Best in a turbo vehicle though, to keep the temperatures down. Oil temperatures kept down as well by the fitting of the oil cooler, which I pointed out a little bit earlier. Open it up again on this straight. Let it go all the way up to 6,000 RPM before you shift up to the next gear. No need to redline it really, you're just going to damage the vehicle. Nice tight corner, but I'm able to whip around it because of the lowered suspension and the tyres. Grip really nicely. Just feel 100% confidence in the car. I don't feel like it's going to slide off into the hedge or spear off into a tree or something. A fantastic feeling to have in a car. There's nothing worse than driving a car where you just feel like the wheel's not attached to the car, like you're driving up in a Monza or something. This just gives you almost 100% feedback and I'd say 99.9% confidence, especially on dry roads. It's superb. It's a great feeling. Point is this: it's cheap and it's fast and it's fun. You don't need anything else. It doesn't. You can't go flat out driving at 180 miles an hour anywhere anyway, unless you go on a track day. So just have something that you can have a bit of fun in, something with just bursts of speed, you know, things you can surprise people with. Well, I hope you've enjoyed being on board with Enzo, the Turbo Cinquecento. I've been Alex. We're now back at our destination, so thanks very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video.